say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Utah State Aggies, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Aggies ready to get this thing started and open the season. He'll start the return inside his 5. Brings it back out to his own 29-yard line before going out of bounds, and his offense will have the ball there. So Oregon's offense will get the ball first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And
running free. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Utah State's offense has the ball for the first time. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, Dave.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over.
Turning it on! Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Right back to the well. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
The runner just has to have a little bit more patience and bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
The play-action fake. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Let's take just a second and talk about Utah State. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become real. Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On the move, it's Green. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back gets the give. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. He's piled up 82 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. Moore to the air. Under fire. Got him downfield. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Nice
plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. And the Ducks are threatening on first and goal. Looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Texas A&M found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win, but this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in College Station. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
What you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. One of the big storylines coming into this year, coaches see, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job.
Touchdown, Oregon! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Aggies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the air, it's Reynolds. Oh, they're after him. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Well, this offensive coordinator has to be scratching his head because he's trying to keep his quarterback protected. He's trying different things, sliding the offensive line, keeping tight ends and running backs in, chipping, going empty, and getting the ball out quickly, but it's not working. They're just losing the one-on-one battles up front, and in the second half.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Firing to the right, complete. He stopped short, and it's fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. The screen, he can go. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. He's now up to 95 yards for him on the ground now. What a first quarter for this guy. Moore will throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold on.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Offense getting set for 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? 6th play of the drive coming up. He'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Turner. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Going for it all. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. Plucks it out of the air. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And the Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick completion to the right. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that thing.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. The Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man downfield. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam. So productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Reynolds. Fires into the end zone, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Aggies. It's a much-needed life for this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be third and long. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They go to the ground, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air, it's Reynolds. Lets it fly. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
As a quarterback, it's never fun getting hit, but it always feels a little bit better when you're able to complete a strike down the field. Nice shot.
He breaks a tackle. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. There he goes. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Clemson was able to finish off a close one in Death Valley today. They did just enough, both offensively and defensively, to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Moore to the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Hill. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll throw it from the red zone. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Got his man. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Wants to pass. Touchdown, Ducks! Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. He's going to let it go. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eye.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Corrals it at the 45. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're already in great field goal position here, David. The question is, how aggressive do they get?
Full throttle. Be aggressive. Try to get the touch.
He makes a grab. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. And now the lead is even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
The Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop, I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Grabbed behind the line, it's Crawford. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of 27. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the inside give. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Listen, I would get rid of that thing fast, too, if I've been sacked that many times today. They're coming every angle. Everybody's coming. They've got to me the whole day. Can somebody please get my back?
Looking to throw, it's Reynolds. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Using his legs, it's Green. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. He now has 111 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game. Finds a tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The give to the back. And a really short game before he gets opening from the defense. Looking to fire. He's going for a big play downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And he had just enough to will that one home. And now the lead is extended a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Reynolds. Caught, breaks into the open. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. And guys, the defense wants to get in the quarterback space, but you can't get a roughing call that gives the offense a first and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Aggies!
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead.
Oregon, 34. Utah State, 18.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Oregon Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Caught close to the marker. It's Johnson. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Moore will throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's up. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Ducks in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Perry. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Ducks come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on third. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. This senior showed some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. He leaves it with his back. Breaks the tackle. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these 2 guys. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play. Moore to the air. Fires into the end zone. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Trying to start the drive with a pass. The short hands, it's Dingle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
The quick out. Slips one guy, now he's loose. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This has got to be frustrating if you're the offensive coordinator because you've had receivers open down the field, just haven't had time to get them the football. This defense doing an outstanding job with their pass rush.
Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work. And a personal foul just gives them yards. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Lost to throw again. Got it in the middle, it's Shannon.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Scanning the field, it's Reynolds. Tight end finds a soft spot. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. This Utah State offense has it going. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the offense gets a reprieve.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. To the ground with the back. Hard running there. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Powers forward. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on 1st down, stopping the run. Here we go on 2nd. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on. Rams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Utah State.
Utah State.
Well, they didn't overthink that one. 4th and goal down close like that. You just turn around, David, hand it off to the big fella and let him do the rest.
And a lot of times in these situations, 4th down and goal, you see quarterbacks sneak so much. They trust the big running back and know he's going to drive his feet forward, finish the run, and get the touchdown.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Pulls it in. It's Hill. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Plows through the defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
A shot toward the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men. Not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Back to throw, it's Reynolds. He's got him. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Aggies are in the hurry-up.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. And the ball's out, and they're after it. No, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Brings up 2nd down.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Shannon. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to keep it in the air. Looking deep down the right side. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. To throw, it's Reynolds. Under fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. That's caught. It's Dingle. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they were able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another